Hey everyone, and welcome to another Sasquatch Theory Bigfoot research video. On today's trip, Adam from the Half Inch Wrench crew and myself camp in the area where I had Bigfoot encounters and experiences in the past. As always, we are hoping that we will run into the Sasquatch and experience some activity so we can log it down here on the channel and hopefully provide some evidence for the people. These cryptid creatures will show up when you least expect it, and when you go out there looking for them, they are extremely hard to find. Where do they come from? And where do they go to? These creatures are very skittish and they will spook very easily. That's what makes them so elusive. I really do believe that there is a supernatural side to these creatures, and I am hoping to finally figure it out once and for all. All right, we're out here in Crawford County, Missouri. Adam from the Half Inch Wrench crew came over, and we're gonna camp at my place where I had some Bigfoot encounters in the past. And it started raining whenever he got here, but I think it's gonna be a good trip. There hasn't been too much activity around here, but I also have not ventured out in the forest for quite a while. I have the snug pack tent set up, and we're just getting our gear together for tonight's adventure. And I'm not sure how long Adam plans on staying, but I think we might get some activity. Last night there were some strange owls going off in the woods, a lot of critters moving around, and right now it's the beginning of fall, about mid-October, so there's a lot of food out there, and these animals are transitioning from the summertime into the fall time. But yeah, we have our thermal gear, our night vision optics, our audio recorders, the parabolic dish. Adam's got his gear. I think he forgot his thermal drone, but we got plenty of gear to keep us busy. So yeah, we're gonna continue setting everything up, and I'm gonna film everything along the way. Just trying to get everything ready for tonight. That way we got plenty of time to do some research. I think it's gonna be a good trip, man. The sun's gonna come back out. It's gonna be in the 50s, but tonight it's supposed to be around like 32 degrees. It's gonna freeze tonight. It'll be like the first frost of the year, but
personally, this time of the year when it does get that cold snap like that, I think they move them out.
yeah, I think so too. Sun's starting to come out, so I think it'll be pretty good. You heard that, right? Yeah, I heard something big. It sounded big to me. I had my earbuds in, my Bluetooth.
Yeah, you're just trying to get everything set up.
Yeah, I could still hear it, and it wasn't on. I heard it like right over there. Isn't that what I told you? They come up from that direction.
No way.
That was cool.
Well, I thought I heard a little bit of movement before that.
Did you? It sounded like a damn deer, but I don't think a deer would approach us. Not this close. It sounded like it was just right there, probably like 40, 50 yards in front of us. I'm telling you, man, they're here. They're wondering what we're doing in their area.
Probably out grocery shopping.
Yeah, well, we brought food, drinks. Maybe they're interested. Lyle Blackburn at the Bigfoot conference in Illinois said, let them come to you. When they, you hear that? Did you hear that?
That worked for us at Shelby's. That you got those two whoops on the audio.
I've noticed when it's windy like this, they get braver and they move with the wind. When the wind really picks up, they'll make a move.
They can move under the cover of the sound.
Which it doesn't really matter, because when it's clear outside, 0 wind, all the leaves off the trees, they can be right next to you and you won't even know it. You can hear them walking. And I guess that's the cloaking. I don't know. It seems like they're invisible. I don't want to be that guy, but I've had my fair share of experiences in different areas of the Mark Twain where they're walking right there. Big lumberjack. And you're looking and it's just like, there's nothing there. The sound's right there.
Had the same thing happen.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Even my buddy Jimmy from the Daniel Boone National Forest said the same thing. He said he was at LBL hunting and he could see this thing. Well, he couldn't see the thing walking, but he could see like the leaves flipping up and he could hear it. Bipedal.
I had a situation with the flashlight.
Mm-hmm.
It happened. It was coming. I'm like, whoa, what is that? It sounded big. Turn the light on, it stopped. You know, look around, not seeing any eye shine, no animals.
Mm-hmm.
Turn it off. Go back to my business and you'd hear it again. It's getting closer and closer. And every time you turn the light on, it stopped. But it got so loud that it got overwhelming. I went back inside.
Hey, something might happen tonight, man. Never know. Okay.
I've never had these.
Yeah, I've been eyeballing those at Dollar General for a while. It seems like everywhere in the United States has a Dollar General. Yep. Dollar joint. Nutella.
Everybody puts out peanut butter.
No, I
For the
appreciate it.
Sasquatch. I wonder if somebody put out Nutella one day.
Nutella, be ready for the Sasquatch and Dogman. I'm telling you, man, we gotta go camp at LBL.
I'll be down for that.
Let's do it.
I mean, it's kind of far, but it's kind of not.
Closer than the Daniel Boone National Forest.
Yeah. If we did that one without Joe, I think he'd probably be mad at us.
Be like, what the hell, man? You went down to LBL without me. After everything I've done for you boys.
It seems like he really wants to research the dog one. Those are good.
Yeah? I don't really want to research Dogman, but if it's there, I'll film it.
Right.
Thinking about going back down to the house and grabbing the Arnold 15.
Oh.
I don't want to say the word. It's like
they're really cracking down on all the code words too.
Really? Arnold
We'll just
15?
say the magic stick.
The magic
Now you
boomstick.
see it, now you don't.
Yeah.
Okay, I got something.
Oh, I'm good. Dude, my stomach is so full.
I'll put the squash in there. No, squash.
Well, I got the 9 stick. You hear something? Adam's looking. I keep hearing something that way. Okay, so this is what I've noticed is when you start hearing something in that direction, keep paying attention because more is going to happen. But that one that I seen down here that disappeared that one day, I snuck down the trail because for a whole, like every day for 2 weeks, I kept hearing that same noise like what we've heard. I just kept hearing it. I was thinking maybe it's some like robins playing like on the forest floor. So I snuck down there. I tippy-toed. I actually had a trail that I made with the leaf blower. I made that prior to that, but whenever I got down there, I got about halfway down this ridge. I heard it sounded like a big old buck, like a big nasty buck, and I was thinking, man, is that a big buck in July? Maybe it's a black bear. I always think it's a black bear. But whenever I looked over, I saw this brown figure, and he blew like, yeah, and I could see steam coming out of his nose and his mouth. Yeah, because it was early in the morning. That morning, I got up early and I was drinking coffee out here because I was going to this tethered, like tree saddle conference in St. Louis. They're gonna showcase like the tethered saddles. So I was up early, getting some coffee before I went up there. But yeah, whenever he blew, I looked over at him. I could see the figure, and it looked like someone threw like dust or sand up in the air, and the wind took it.
Breath.
Well, yeah, well, there was the breath, but he like disappeared into thin air. So I was like, damn, that thing's fast. Like it must have took off like flash. But then I started hearing stories where they can cloak and disappear, and I was like, I wonder if that's what it did. I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but it went up the hill. It didn't go down towards the creek bottom. It just looked like someone threw sand up in the air and the wind took it. So I was like, that was either speed or some supernatural magic powers.
Because if they can do that, man, we really got to work cut out for us then.
Yeah. I hate being that guy or talking about that, especially for people that don't even believe in Bigfoot. Because they're like, man, these guys are out there. Woo, you know. But no, it's the truth. It really did happen. I never got a good look at it. I just know it was brown, like pine needles, like dried up pine needles, that color brown, and it had a conical shaped head like that jet black juvenile Sasquatch that I seen, but it wasn't as big of a conical shaped head, but he was probably about that big.
Might have been Momo.
Like a tubby little guy, just sitting there. No, it was juveniles, but after he blew and disappeared, on this side, on the other side of on the other side of the ridge. It was like someone took a stick and like was hitting two trees with it, like a bell, like someone ringing a bell. Yeah, yeah. It was like an alarm. Like, hey, they're here. There's a human.
Scary.
Human.
Scary.
Get out. Yeah, man. I've been laying low, just working on the channel. I haven't done anything other than go camping with you and explore around here.
Other than trying to keep our cars on the road, this is about the most exciting thing I've done in months.
Yeah, I've just been trying to work on myself. Which that's a lot of work. Start calling them in, man. Did you hear that? They knew I was going to hit pause. Was it a person hollering?
I don't know, it was like, wow! I thought it was an owl.
Yeah. Whoa! Whoa! Sound like a person hollering. Just don't pay them any attention, man. That's what they want. They want our attention. You just ignore them, they'll come in. They always do. I'm telling you, man. Check them out. I got those for like 30, 40 bucks off eBay. I always talk about it, but dude, they look pretty good.
Holy cow.
Yeah, you can focus that top ring, and then right here, there's another focus dial. Yeah. Pretty good for 30, 40 bucks, huh? But they're Vortex. Yeah, they work pretty good. It's gonna be cold tonight, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna be freezing.
Ooh, it's all different now.
Can you hear it pretty good?
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Good
So-
thinking.
Yeah, it's recording too, so we'll see what we can get.
That's amazing.
So basically we have the Zoom H6 audio recorder set up, and we have 2 XLR cables, and they're running to omnidirectional Rode mics. Let me show you guys. All right, so there's the Rode microphones, and I can't remember what type of microphones they are. I should know this by now, but I don't. We're just gonna say they're omnidirectional mics, and basically they're plugged up into these XLR cables, and they're running over there by my tent into the H6 Zoom audio recorder. The recorder has 2 microphones in it as well, so there's 4 mics pointing down along this ridge, and there's a cable plugged up into it, and that runs to the headphones, and that's what Adam's got in his ear right now. But basically those headphones will run into my tent tonight, and whenever I'm sleeping, I'll be able to listen to what's going on at nighttime. What do you think?
This is amazing.
Yeah.
When I talk, it sounds like I'm talking in my own ear over here. That's cool.
Loud. I'm sure me walking in front of this thing is super loud.
It's
Yeah. Like I'm crunching bags of potato chips. Yeah. We got the fire rolling. Hopefully the smoke antagonizes these creatures. Maybe it'll pique their curiosity. They'll be wondering who the heck is in the area. But it's pretty warm. Probably because we've been walking around.
I had to crawl in the tent and take my thermals off.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe we'll get something, man. I say here in a little while we cook up some of that salmon, the New York strip steaks. We got potato salad, macaroni salad, actual salad.
We're gonna eat like kings.
Yeah, we got some Cool Ranch Doritos, Nutella, Be Ready snack sticks, or not snack sticks, but you know, whatever the heck they are. Peanut butter and chocolate, and some chocolate wafers, Dr. Pepper.
So it just smells like a party.
It does. I mean, I'm hoping that this food will get their attention.
Well, I've heard plenty of campos say, they was digging through coolers and dumpsters.
Mm-hmm. My friend from Colorado donated this.
Well, I was going to ask you if you had any pickle forks.
Yeah, listen. You hear that?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think it's like 440 hertz, yeah.
When you did that, the wind quit.
There's like a vibration to it. Here, hold it. You feel that?
Whoa. That's cool. Oh.
Oh man, I'm trying to remember her name. I think it's Janet. Sorry. I'm trying to remember. She's from the Grand Mesa area, but she sent me a cup, a bunch of guitar straps, a Bigfoot sign, this thingy. I think like $50. It's cool. Yeah, we'll see if that does anything. When the wind dies down, we might have a better shot with that. I wish I had a pair of night vision binoculars.
Yes.
Because night vision goggles are cool, but if you had binos that work really good, that could record video, that'd be awesome.
That's what we were talking about, the PBS 14s. The really good white phosphorus or green phosphorus are so expensive, but they don't record.
Yeah, I think there's like a box you can plug up to them that'll allow you to record, but still, it's like you got this big box, the device. It should all record from the device. There's no reason it shouldn't be able to.
For a good setup, it would cost what? What did we price them at? $10,000-$12,000 for a decent setup?
Yeah, they're expensive. This thing can record. It was about $2,000, but I mean, you can do all in one. It even has a microphone. So there's no reason the night vision optics couldn't do that. I mean, for how much they cost, they should be able to record video.
Right.
And honestly, I'm kind of complaining about the Pulsar. It's just like a little bitty box in there. I can't remember what it is, like the resolution, 640 by something.
512, I think.
Yeah, it should be like 1080. Like wide view. I don't know. Not having it, man. Complaining.
It makes it really hard for guys like us to get a decent look at one of these things.
It does. But I mean, if they're right up on you, you got one of these, you're going to be glad you did.
It's one thing to accidentally stumble across one, but it's another thing to be able to share that moment with the world.
Mm-hmm. I want to prove that science has failed us. I mean, it's come a long ways, but it's all been geared towards corporations making money. They're making real discoveries. They're doing real work, but it's all about making the rich man richer and not helping out mankind. So when we prove that this thing exists, which people already have, like Bob Gimlin, Roger Patterson, and countless numbers of other people who have filmed these things, and people say it's a man in a suit, we're going to add on to that pile of videos and be like, here you go. And people are still going to say, that's Adam out there in a monkey suit. It looks just like him.
Oh, Lord, I hope not.
I know, right? But I'm just saying, we're not going to prove anything, but we're going to add to the evidence. And obviously the people that believe in Bigfoot are going to be like, oh yeah, these guys filmed one. But the skeptics are going to be like, yep, another Halloween costume. You fooled us again, Miguel. Good job.
Haters are going to hate.
Oh yeah. We got something back here. I don't know what it is. Of course, the smoke has to blow right in my face.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I see something, some type of heat signature. I'll show you guys on the film. That's kind of weird because I looked out there earlier and I didn't see that. It might be a squirrel in a tree or possibly an owl. But it's the right height.
Well, it could be him coming in for some of them Nutella bars. He's waiting on dinner.
Well, now that I know where it's at, it's
There you go.
daytime.
There you
Pull
go.
out this thing. Dude, it's a Dogman. No.
Did you see the look and analyzing in my eye? Like, how
Adam's
far is the
like-
car?
Yeah.
I can make it to the car.
I was just testing you. I would never lie like that. But
Well, now you know.
I just
You're
had to
on
see
your
your
own if
reaction.
one comes out.
I was going to see if you just took off running. Be like Jurassic Park. He left us. He left us.
Yeah, that's probably me. That wasn't a woodpecker.
It was like do. Sasquatch marching band. I don't know. I can't see anything because it just looks like mossy oak camo out there. And the smoke's blowing right in my face. That's what I want though. Something like that, man.
Dramatic. Furion.
It's got a fridge, a table, 2 chairs, a queen-size bed, cabinets, solar panels.
Baggage doors.
Yeah, you got the outdoor storage. Look at that. That's exactly what I need for this channel.
Come on, guys. Like, comment on this video. Help a guy out.
Yeah, for real.
That's all it takes. It only takes a few seconds, and it will make a world of difference.
Yeah, within a year I should be able to save up for something like that.
Yeah, you need that. Your Ranger could pull this.
You think so?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. This is only 17 foot long. Well, the floor plan 17. Once you add the tongue,
Yeah.
you know, you're a little longer, but
I just need everything in one place. Like everything's all there, ready to go. All my equipment, all stored up in the cabinets. And then I don't have to do this every time. All of that right there. It's just a pain in the butt.
to force your wolf
Set
pup.
up everything.
Off-road package. That's sweet, man.
Yeah.
That's what you need.
20 grand, that's not bad for a 2022 Forester. Or Forest River.
19.5.
Wolf Pup. Black Label.
Now, just because I used to be a service manager, I know this. They've got that listed for 19.5. These companies have to list them at the listing price. The same with all the dealers. So their sales price will be different.
Are you saying it's cheaper to buy it brand new?
Yeah, you can go in there and say, what's the best price you can get me? Because I see other people, it's cheaper. We've had campers we dang near give away just to beat our competitors.
Really?
But our list price has to match everybody else.
Yeah. I won't jump the gun on that one because by the time I get the money, there's going to be better deals with newer campers. But that's a pretty good deal.
It is. I do believe so. It's a 17 foot floor plan. It's 19.5. So it's a little over $1,000 a foot.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to see you get something like that, dude. You'd be dangerous. You'd be going all over the place with something like that.
Yeah. I can get it here to the killing fields, the other properties that my family has. I can get it down to Shelby's place, your place. Have you noticed the smoke will follow us?
Smoke follows beauty, buddy.
Yeah, it does. Oh, my eyes are burning. All right, Adam and I are going to go down this ridge and explore the forest, and we're going to see what we can find. Like I said, I haven't been in there too much this year, so thinking we might find something. I mean, I've been in there a little bit, but earlier in the year, it was really thick in there, and it was nasty. You'd get covered with ticks very quick like, and yeah, we're going to see. But yeah, Adam's hiding right there. He's wearing the hex suit. Can you guys see him?
I'm trying to find my SD card.
Yeah, right there. So yeah, basically, camp is right up there. We keep hearing something right over here. That's exactly what happened that one time that I caught that brown Sasquatch that disappeared. He was right there. And I think they hide behind cedar trees. There's like some pushed over cedar trees where the limbs started growing back up, and that's where he was.
Like I mentioned earlier, I see a lot of small trees that have the top snapped out of them.
Yeah, there are.
Like there's one right there. There's a couple ahead of us. There's so many in here that you'd think a big storm came through here.
You would think.
Why would I get the little ones and not the big ones?
Here's the peanut butter jars that I left. Just had like leftover peanut butter in there, but they never took it.
Huh.
I had them over there on that stump, and then they ended up right over here. There was a trail here, but since the leaves have been falling, you can't see the trail. But this one, you could tell something, try to get into it. See that?
What's that?
Yeah, you can see some scratch marks on there, man. I don't know what it was though. Probably a little critter. But this one has the most peanut butter, so that one was the most desired jar. That's weird.
Well, I can kind of see the trail. It's kind of back down a little bit right there, ain't it?
Mm-hmm. Now down on this creek bottom, they like to push over trees. I mean, I'm not sure if they just fall on their own, but there's just a lot of tree damage out here.
From sitting up there, I had no idea that this was down here.
Oh yeah.
This is big.
Yeah, the bucks like to cruise through here. I mean, pretty much following the water and crossing the creek. But yeah, let's go see if there's any water in the creek. But yeah, this is like where they come from. When they're here, anyways. Heard something over there. Let's kind of looks like a possible break. It's all splintered out. What'd you find, Adam?
So how's the root end get that high up in the tree? It's completely upside down.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You can see some of the root stock sticking on the top of it. It's a turtle.
Not sure. Found a turtle?
Yeah.
Getting ready for winter, man.
And it's got moss on it, so.
The ground is kind of disturbed here. Thinking that might be a deer scrape, because it looks like there's a track right there. Not really sure though. Some deer droppings. There's been a lot of deer out here. I actually just saw a buzzard fly off that way.
There it is.
Yeah. You see him?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go look in that direction. There's another one. Let's go look in that direction, because last night at my place, it just smelled like rotten flesh. And I was like, man, there's got to be something dead around here. So let's see if we can find what it is.
I was always told that the buzzards fall predators.
Yeah.
Buzzards on the ground right there by that dead tree.
How far off? Like right here?
Yeah, right there.
Okay, we'll see.
He's still in that tree right there. He didn't go far.
Okay.
Just to our right.
So there's probably something dead. I can smell it. You see it?
Yeah, there's a big buck.
Yeah.
Big old buck.
I knew I smelled something. Dude, the bucks keep dying out here. I don't want to get too close to it.
Oh, man.
I actually found a dead buck in my other research area. So we're going to have some predators around here. I kind of called it out, man.
You did.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see all the droppings. Crazy thing is, there's a boneyard here. Like, there's bones already here.
I keep forgetting I got a camera. Some researcher I am.
That's a shame. That's wild. I could smell it all the way up to my house yesterday.
That's a non-typical too, man.
Is it really?
Yep.
Little non-typical.
Dang it.
It's scary if you got up.
Oh, God. Wonder how it met its end.
Oh, doesn't look like CWD. Be a lot more black. Not really sure, man. I don't know. I'm not really sure what happened to him. Ooh, stinky. All those vultures just took off out of that tree up on the ridge. Sounded like a wood knock when they took off.
Spooked me a little bit.
Yeah.
I went in karate mode.
Let's go check out what they were doing over there. Well, we got some food for the Squatch, man. Something might happen tonight. What do you think, man?
I'm wanting to know what spooked them.
I know. There's a bunch of them.
Look at that. There's got to be something else dead in here.
Yeah, I think there's something else dead around here. Because like I said, I could smell that all the way up to my house, and it doesn't stink that bad during the day. Last night it was pretty cold. You shouldn't have smelled it. Like, it was too strong of a smell.
Man, they're staying fixated on this area down here.
Yeah. Thought I saw something back here. I don't know what it was. Right there. Last season I found 2 bucks right here. First I found 1 buck, it was like a good 8 or 9 pointer, and then I came back and there was another buck sitting there. But those I'm pretty sure died of VHD or CWD, the chronic waste disease. But you can even see like their bones. See the bones?
Yeah, I see some behind you too.
Yeah. Yeah, right here. Wonder why so many deer are dying around here. I even filmed it. I think I put it up on the membership whenever I had it up. But I noticed this cedar was broken whenever I found those dead trees, or the dead deer. Let's just keep looking around. Guarantee you we'll find something else.
Ears are ringing.
So I would say right about here is where that Dogman was. And probably can't see the house, but there's a house right up there. Had the window open. I was sitting there. It was a summer day. I was probably like 11, 12 years old. And I was watching Family Guy on TV. Sitting there having a good time. And then all of a sudden I heard this werewolf howl. I mean, it was loud. It wasn't a wolf. It wasn't a coyote. I mean, you could feel the bass on this creature. And it just sounded like your classic Hollywood werewolf call. Just, I mean, it was so loud though. I mean, I've never heard anything like that in my life. And as soon as that thing ended, I heard a scream. It was freaky. I don't know if it was 2 different creatures like Dogman and Bigfoot challenging each other. But later on I learned that Dogman can scream too, like a woman. It sounded like a woman being gutted. So first there was the werewolf howl. It lasted like 5 to 7 seconds. And then the scream. But both of them were extremely loud. I slammed the window shut. I got in my bed, put the covers over me. I thought my brother was playing a prank on me. Or somebody like set up a PA system out here and was screwing with me. I didn't know what to think. I didn't go out that day or that night.
Like something you'd hear in a movie.
Yeah, it was
Hollywood
like something
style.
you'd hear in a movie. But that black Sasquatch with the white stripes, he walked down this way. Went down to the creek bottom. That white one that I saw whenever I saw the eye shine that night, I had the spotlight out, he came out of this direction. So it's like they're going to and coming from this spot. And like you said earlier, it's like a funnel. Like there's huge woods back there, but you start getting close to town and it's like they come to this area and circle back around and go back into the deep woods.
They're almost forced, they're choked. Like I mentioned in one of mine, it is human development has made animals have to take these concentrated areas.
Yeah, I thought that about your area.
That's the only way I can explain what's up with our area is they get choked into these spots.
They do. And same with the deer and the wildlife. Like they're forced to go through these areas to get from one giant set of woods to another. But also like the wildlife will come here and try to hide from predators. So they'll come out here and try to sweep them out.
Yeah, they get closer to your house.
Yeah. I'm always looking. I'm always paying attention, but it happens whenever you least expect it. And that's just unfortunately how it goes. They'll catch you when you got your hands down your pants. But seriously.
I laugh because I can relate to it, you know. It happens to us all the time.
Yeah. You're like,
It's
oh
like-
God, I'm not ready.
Spend a week like this. Where are you at? Where are you at? And then in 1 minute, you set the camera down like it's not here. Something happens.
Woo! Yeah.
There he went. Oh,
Yep. That's how it always
dang
works.
it.
I always tell my viewers, as soon as I hit pause, something happened. There is a wood knock. There was a call. And I mean, it's like the second that I hit pause, Oh, I know. That's how it always works. As soon as I leave, stuff happens.
Brittany's been saying all week, everybody's been trying to call this thing in, and they're all going to leave and it's going to show up.
Yeah. Whenever I interviewed Mike from Understanding Bigfoot at your place, that's what we were talking about. Was the day I left Bill's cabin in the Mark Twain National Forest, Mike showed up, and I thought, I've already been here for 3 or 4 days. It's been super windy and cold. I'm out. I'm gone. Well, when Mike showed up that night, the Sasquatch came out. He was talking about the female and the 2 little ones, and they saw the orbs floating around them.
Could you imagine if you'd have been there with the thermal?
Yeah, if I would have just stayed one more night. But I also think about, I have all this equipment, and I leave, they come out. They say they don't like cameras.
I mean, you said the same thing over the weekend. The more money we spend on equipment, the less activity we find.
Yep, pretty much.
It's a high bet gamble.
I've never experienced anything in my life where you put all your eggs in one basket, you try super hard, and don't achieve what you're going after. I mean, other than like relationships, but you know what I mean?
To me, it's like buying an egg and cracking it and putting it in a frying pan and it not frying no matter how hot you turn it up.
Yeah. I mean, for example, like the drone test, the Part 107, I studied and I buckled down and I put all my effort into it and I passed. I went to Jefferson City, took the test, and I passed. And I was like, that's how life works. You put effort into something and you water that seed over time, fruit's going to grow. But with this, it's just a whole different ball game.
It's out there.
Yeah, it's out there waiting to be found. Well, I don't know if they're waiting to be found.
It's probably 60 yards out right now going,
No, seriously.
look at them 2 knuckleheads.
You been hearing? Yeah, do you hear that?
Told you. He's like, oh, they're on to me. Better get.
That was standing at one point. You can see where the buck rubbed it.
Why would it just say, nope, I'm going to lay down?
One thing I can think of is it's solid bedrock underneath and just a few inches of dirt. But yeah, there's a lot of pushed over cedars here. So, what was that? What'd you hear?
Chirp.
Yeah, I heard something weird.
Sound like a chirp.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. Yeah, see, like the direction we're going, this is where they go to and come from, this way. But they're also going west to east, east to west. But for like, the creek goes that way. Circles around.
So what I'm hearing you say is they're trying to stay as high as they possibly can without getting too close.
Yeah,
so they can hear everything down there.
Pretty much. I almost wonder if there's like some type of underground cave here, because whenever my family dug the well on the property, they said there was a huge cave system underneath the house. Huge one. They had to dig somewhere else because there was just no hidden bottom. They said it was a massive cave, yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
So I almost wonder if they're able to like lift up these rocks, come out, and just place them back down.
I've always wondered if they're cave dwellers.
I think so. You'll see what I mean when we get down here. Like how they're going in and out of this subterranean system. I mean, I believe there's an underground world for sure.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. There's like these little rocks in there.
Is that a bone?
No, it's like a sharp rock. This one. But I know there's bobcats down in here. They like to get up in this stuff, man. But I don't know. I think it's possible they could like lift it up and it's like a basement hatch. I've heard it out here before where it sounds like a big piece of metal. Dink! Like someone's shutting the hatch to a tank. Bing! I don't know how to explain it. Just a loud piece of metal. Like someone threw a big rock at a stop sign. And I just think to myself, man, that's weird. But me and Justin, calls himself Bert, the police officer by Fort Leonard Wood, we heard that when we were out in his area. Sounded like someone shut the tailgate to a truck. And it wasn't far away. We went back to his truck because we're like, someone's breaking into your truck, man. We're the only ones out here in the middle of nowhere. We went back, there's no one there.
Yeah, some of the cases that David Politis talks about, when somebody goes missing, that's the only thing they heard that day was like a metal door.
Yeah, it sounds like someone shut a big metal door. Like solid metal. This is the creek system that they travel, man. And it pours into the Merrimack River. Whenever it rains a lot, this looks like a river. Like it's flooded, like all the way through here. Like rapids.
They like to travel that Merrimack River. There's so many reports that come from that river.
Yeah. I've heard more reports from the Merrimack than the Current River, but there's more people out there. I mean, it's the same way at the Current River. Like all the city people from like Kansas City, St. Louis come down there and float.
Yeah, so many people can... That's exactly it. More people float.
Yeah.
I'm sure people have been floating and seen it.
Yeah.
Probably thought somebody was in a costume.
But I feel like there's more people that live off the Merrimack River than the Current River. Because a lot of the Current River is government land.
What is it?
A little buckram.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see it.
It's probably that one that died. Looks about the size of his rack.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Probably a good little creek to find arrowheads in.
Yeah. Wonder if that's granite.
There's
Like
some granite in there.
Is it?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, oh yeah.
That's granite?
Sandstone and granite.
Yeah. I noticed that in this area. There's a lot of sandstone, and whenever you go down to where you live, it's all granite.
Pink granite.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that rock.
Yeah.
It almost looks like an old excavator track went across that. It's like ribbed.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Check out this. Dinosaur egg, man.
Wow.
Oh.
Fossilized dinosaur.
65 million years old. It's heavy.
I feel
Hold it.
it. I'm trying.
Heavy. I wonder if we broke it open, if there's
Like
maybe
a
there's something
geode.
there, like all crystal.
Oh. Expel no expense.
It's heavy though, isn't it, for a rock?
It is heavy.
Yeah.
Try cracking it. Right there.
It's like a skull.
Oh man, first try.
Let's see what we got. Yeah, there is. It's crystal in there.
Sweet. This is a geode. Oh man.
I don't know what you did. You got superhuman strength. You smell it? Might be that buck.
I don't know. We're standing right on top of that thing. We can barely smell it.
I know. It stinks, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
I wonder if that's that buck, but hang on. Seems like,
The wind's going.
yeah, the wind's going from that way to here. Which way do you think the wind's coming from? It's coming from over there, don't you think?
Yeah, it's like going.
Okay. There might be more. Man, that stinks.
Well, it's kind of switching back in there, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. So we're gonna have to find what the source of the smell is. We keep smelling more dead flesh, so smells like rotten flesh, man. There is a watering hole here. Get some water. You can see little critters have been here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see any Squatch tracks, but they're pretty sneaky. It almost looks like steps.
I'd had fun in a Jeep with that.
Yeah.
That went down.
But you can see why they'd want to hang out here
Yeah.
or travel through here.
Lay on these rocks and stay warm.
Yeah.
Oh, That's bad.
Yeah. I almost feel like it's something else.
That's strong, man.
Yeah. I mean, it could be that same one.
That was almost gag level.
So when the wind blows again and we smell it, we're going to have to calculate where the wind's coming from and follow that direction. And we'll see if we can find the source.
I think it's right by here somewhere.
I have a strong feeling that it's not just that buck. There's more dead animals around here. I noticed. I smell it. Oh, that stinks. It smells horrible. And we were right up on that deer and it didn't smell that bad. Whew. See, that's what I was smelling last night in the yard, and that's a couple 100 yards up that way. So let's try to find it, man. I mean, it could be that same buck that we already found, but I just kind of want to know where we should focus our thermal at tonight.
An indentation to you?
Mm-hmm.
Like in front of a...
Yeah.
Looks
Could
like
be.
boom. It sucks when they're like that because you can't tell. No definition to it.
Yeah. This is where I live, man. I live it.
You live in a squatchy spot, man.
Sasquatch paradise, man.
I mean, I had been here before, but I never got to venture down in here.
Oh, yeah. This is nothing either. There's a... You hear that? Right over there. I wonder if it's buzzards. Let's go that way. We'll go check the watering hole. Yeah, I'm extremely passionate about this area. Like, I love it. I don't think I could ever move from here. I've thought about it. You know, there's more out there, but it just breaks my heart thinking about leaving this area.
It's a beautiful place, man.
It is. I grew up here. I ventured through here. Me and my brothers used to play here when I was little. I've taken a lot of deer, wildlife from here. I've had Bigfoot activity, encounters.
A sighting, once in a lifetime sighting.
I mean, I might move one day, but like to a whole different region of the United States. But it's gonna have to be like a positive situation. If I feel there's any negativity to it, I just can't do it.
I said sighting, but I meant to say encounter.
Sighting, encounter, same thing. Like I said before, an experience is where you hear something, don't know what it is.
Why are we not smelling it?
Yeah, I'm not smelling it anymore.
It's so strong, I almost started gagging. I don't smell it no more.
This is cool when it rains because it's like a waterfall.
That
The
is
water's
cool.
all running down through there.
Neato. Look at that. Ain't that something?
Yeah. But that's a water source, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You hear something? What'd you hear?
Fuck it. Can't hear anything over the wind now. Just give it a second.
Ah. It's all thorn bushes, man. Just chilling.
What if what we were smelling was moving?
Could have been like a predator that's been feeding on that thing, or something that just stinks. Well, that's what I was wondering yesterday. I was like, why would I smell it in the yard? There's the turkey vultures. We'll have to keep an eye on the vultures because they'll let us know if there's something else in the area. So if we see them over there again, we might have to go over there and look. I mean, there's a lot of land out here to explore. It'd take a couple weeks to cover every nook and cranny to really find some stuff. And that's what I do. I'm always exploring. Whenever I find something, I come back and I film it for the channel. But I guess when I do that, it seems like I'm finding things all the time, but that's not the case.
Like I said the other day, man, we need more people like you. Anybody that's wanting to do this should just get out there, get a camera, get out there.
Yeah.
Give it a shot. You never know. It could be the money shot. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. Especially if you're having activity. I say we head back up to camp, get a little bit of rest. We'll cook some food here in a little while, get that smell out there, get a fire started, try to come up with a game plan for tonight. We'll see what we can do.
Sounds good to me.
Yep. There's going to be some predators here tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. The predator.
That guy.
Yeah.
That one. It's coming.
Another buck rub. I think it's from that same buck. The one that's dead down there. Just wondering what the heck killed it, man. That one seems a little bit bigger. So right here is where I saw that brown one. Pretty sure it was this tree.
Oh.
Well, he was standing like right here. He was behind this cedar watching me up there where we're sitting at right now. He was watching me. I kept hearing him. I didn't know what it was. Kind of like how we heard that noise earlier. I'm like, what the heck was that? That's what he was doing. But I walked down that trail, down this ridge, and I heard that grunt. Then he blew. He was right here, and it looked like he just disappeared. But pushed over cedar tree. Limbs are growing up.
Perfect cover.
Yeah, perfect cover. But they're coming down from that creek bottom, so just pay attention to that tonight.
Well, I was looking at that game trail that comes up out of there.
The what?
That game trail right there.
Yeah.
It goes right to that.
Mm-hmm. It's probably what it is, man. So when we run our thermal optics tonight, just pay attention to that. To this spot. So from here, we'll walk straight up the camp so you can see where that is. Actually, I take it back. He was over here.
Okay. See, look at that game trail right here.
Mm-hmm.
Goes right up through here.
Yeah. So it was actually behind this fallen over cedar tree. I confused it with that one, but it's the same little deal. Pushed over cedar, started growing back up. This is where he was standing. It looked like he just disappeared in the wind. So it's kind of in a line with that little ditch that pours into the creek bottom. But from where that cedar is, and where we're standing, you can already see camp. See that? That's the distance that they maintain.
Holy crap.
Yeah. So Just pay attention to that spot, man. I'm telling you.
I didn't think we was that close to camp.
Yeah.
This game trail goes right up through there.
But isn't that where we heard that noise?
Yeah.
Earlier?
Uh-huh.
It sounded like a big deer. All right, we're back at camp. All right, so we got some ribeye steak. They're not New York strip, but we also got some salmon, and I'm not sure where this salmon's from, but it looks pretty good. But yeah, between this and the salmon, it's gonna be amazing. So basically, we'll get it ready. All right, this is some lemon pepper seasoning. It's freaking amazing, like on fish. I bought it for whenever I go trout fishing, like at Montauk and Merrimack Springs, because everybody loves lemon pepper.
Oh yeah,
dude, it's good. The wind's gonna blow it all on. Should have brought some butter, but I have olive oil. All right, so what should we put on the steak? Garlic salt for sure. Pretty sure everything's hard as a rock. Come on, garlic. Slowly but surely. Put some Kanye West seasoning on there. I got more on the table than what I do on the steaks. What's curry and paprika? Should we put any of that on there? Put some paprika in there. I don't know if that'll be good, but we'll try it out. Now we gotta do that all over again. Not sure how much fuel's in here. There's enough though, I think. This thing's been impressive. It's worked pretty darn good, man. I'm liking it. It was a good investment. My brother's into all this stuff, so anytime he finds something really cool like on YouTube, he sends it my way.
Welcome to Sasquatch Theory. Today we're cooking
Gordon Ramsay episode, man.
Oh, not that.
Yep. People are missing out, man. All right, hopefully that cooks up pretty well. Not really sure. Doesn't feel like it's getting hot, but the flame's on. All right, the salmon's done. It's a little bit charred, but it's kind of hard to get an even flame when the wind's blowing. So, yeah, that's what we got. Looks good. All right, we'll get ready to eat, man. Basically, we're gonna cut these in half. I wish we had some scissors. Uh-oh. I'm struggling.
Sasquatch knife.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Timu? Oh shit, that's a good red light. They got some good stuff on Timu. I've never bought anything on there, but from what you showed me, it's not bad. I heard it's pretty cheap.
Cigarette lighter?
Uh-huh. Really? Yeah, don't burn yourself.
I think
I was like, ah!
screwdriver set.
Yeah.
And it's magnetic. And it's rechargeable. And it's got a whistle.
Cool.
Yeah.
Some potato salad. And some pasta salad. Pasta salad looks good. So, yeah. We're gonna eat good. That whistle might work, man. Alright, so this, we're gonna cut that in half. I don't have, which I need to throw some of that in my box, but some steak sauce. Do you want the burnt side or the more rare side?
You hear that?
What'd you hear?
I sound like a wood knife.
Really? I didn't hear because I was walking through the leaves.
Could have been a tire popping on a car.
Could have been. Oh, I love smoke in my eyes. Kind of weird eating from a spork. It's like you're trying to cut meat. It's like, I gotta
That's one
spin.
of mine.
Mm-hmm.
It'll cut your mouth.
It's pretty damn good.
Ooh. Good job on the salmon. That's good.
Thanks, man. What's your favorite part about looking for Sasquatch?
The adrenaline. The rush.
Me too.
The best thing that's happened to me, like, I know there's a lot of people out there that are scared to come forward, and they're scared they're going to get ridiculed. And you will. A little bit.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to have that. But when I came forward and talked to you, you're the first person I actually reached out to talk to.
I know, you thought I was from like Iowa or something.
And you were like, yeah, man, I'll be down this weekend. I'm like, wow. I didn't know you lived this close to me. And I've met so many good people through you. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't want to do this.
Mm-hmm.
It's changed my life. For the better.
As soon as you said the name of the town, the area, I knew you weren't BSing.
When you said, are you familiar with such and such a road? I'm like, why? What do you mean? Oh, you know all the Mark Twain videos we filmed? With that guy named Bill? Yeah? That's right there. I'm like, holy cow.
Yeah, you're right down the road, man.
That's right in the right in the backyard.
Mm-hmm.
Try the steak out.
I still have your story that you wrote out. I got all that saved.
It's gotten a little bigger. Every time something happens, I try to write it down so I don't forget about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know, it's like so much stuff will happen, you'll forget.
Oh, yeah.
Chef Miguel here did it.
I'm almost ashamed to talk about all my experiences and encounters because it's so much that I know people aren't going to believe me. That even like big researchers would be like, well, I've been looking for these things forever, and you just don't see these things everywhere you go. It's like, it sounds like I'm seeing or hearing things everywhere I go because I'm telling the story back to back. But they're not seeing the 10, 20, 30 times that I go out there and nothing happens. You know what I mean?
I know. There's a lot of stuff I've filmed myself that I never put out there. Just because nobody's going to watch me standing out there looking around, you know, waiting for it to happen again.
Put it out there, man.
But I'm telling you, Grandma had so many stories, man, that what we've been through isn't much. And there's so many people out there that have a lot, but they're scared that they're going to look crazy. You're not crazy. People are going to believe you.
You just got to take that leap of faith and know that you'll tell your experiences and encounters despite the ridicule. And when this subject comes to light and people figure out the facts and all this is like scientifically proven, they're going to be like, well, that person 10 years ago said that they'll ground stomp. And now science is saying that these things ground stomp. It's one of their common traits. They said it a long time ago when people said it was BS, so they must be telling the truth. They really did experience something.
That's what my cousin Tony said last week. I'll be darned. He wasn't lying.
Yeah.
I've never gotten a really good look at one. But I can tell you what I did see was big.
I almost wonder if these things are demonic. It's like, how intelligent can a demon be? And what are they capable of? Can they fully transform or appear as like a flesh and blood creature?
Makes you wonder the longer you do this, don't it?
I know a lot of people that had encounters say, what I saw was flesh and blood. But that flesh and blood creature that you seen, that you encountered, people find tracks in the snow going through a field, they just disappear. People will see this flesh and blood creature that just turns into an orb, boom, it's gone. Or, you know, it's just walking around right there in the wood line and it's invisible. It sounds like a big lumberjack.
One person that is, I mean, anybody that's doubting that needs to ask themselves, what if? I mean, Bigfoot's already strange enough, but what if it's stranger than we can comprehend?
Anything's possible.
I can't say personally I've seen one do it. But if I do see one do it, I'm going to be even more afraid of it. And then you don't know where they are.
It's starting to get dark, man. You ever try these squinchers?
Yeah, you gave me one not to kill and
Yeah.
kills. Those are amazing.
They need to sponsor me, man.
You hear that? Sponsors,
As
send
in
them this way.
Something.
Did you eat one of these?
I'm just saying that because I'm talking about their brands and it's helping them out, but what do I get out of it?
I guess you get to taste it.
I get to taste it, yeah. My brother gets these. He's a lineman. They give it to him. But, I mean, they do pretty good. Definitely give you the electrolytes. Like, if you drink water, you're like always dehydrated. When you drink these, you find yourself drinking less water and you got more energy. It's like, oh, it's working.
All the stuff that they took out of water's in there.
Adam, I'm going to give you a pile of these cards. That way, whenever you come across people who had Bigfoot encounters, you can say, hey, my buddy Miguel's got a channel. You should go on his podcast or tell your story.
Dude, I'd love
on
that.
video. Yeah, I got a bunch of them.
Because we do, buddy.
Yeah. I'm going to leave a big pile at David's, and then, like, whenever I go interview people, here's some cards. If you talk to more people, give them a card.
Yes, sir. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Haha. Start putting them in the boxes with the giveaways.
There you go. So, what's the plan for tonight, man?
I suppose set up on this holler, overlook where you say they come with the thermals, and hope they come in to say hello.
That's what I'm thinking. One of us can use the parabolic microphone, and then another one can plug up into the Zoom H6, and we'll just listen. And wherever we hear noise at, we'll look with the thermal. And
You've had good luck in the past doing that.
yeah, and then tonight we'll walk these forest roads, and we'll go all the way to the back of the property, and then we'll just take a few steps, stop, observe, listen, and then repeat, and just kind of keep doing that.
Yeah, I like the sound of that.
Or we can go Jurassic Park 2 style. Get in the Jeeps, get the helicopter, and then just drive everywhere. Just start shooting them, tranquilizing them.
You stand on top of the car, it'll
Yeah.
blast it.
We'll shoot them with the net.
I got one.
Yeah.
Reel him in.
John Hammonds.
Spare no expense.
Spare no expense. Some of the worst things imaginable have been done with the best intentions. This is what it looks like.
It's pretty good.
If they're here, they should mess with us, man. I think that deer down there will definitely help things out. I think there's several deers out here. Something.
There's a great big armadillo over there.
Yeah, we're gonna see a lot of armadillos, possums,
And
probably see some deer moving, some owls calling, and coyotes that hopefully will go off.
He smells that steak.
Yeah, I threw the salmon skin out there, the oil that we use to cook with, and then you threw some macaroni out. Like I said, there's that dead buck down there. We got all kinds of food laying around camp.
What is that?
I think it should be pretty good.
There's something else down there, Miguel.
You see something? Let me grab my thermal.
It's on 4 legs. I think they're having a Mexican stare down right now. You see that armadillo?
No.
Armadillo's on the right.
Oh yeah, I see it.
There's something on the left, up back about 30 yards behind it.
What do you think it is? Okay, I see something to the left and something to the right.
It's on all 4. It's a little bigger than an armadillo, whatever it is. From what I could see at first.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe a raccoon? It's really quiet.
It is.
It was weird because it was windy all day, and then boom, right when it started getting dark, it's just like someone shut off the wind. Like it didn't die down, it just stopped.
Like a light switch.
Yeah.
You've heard them encounters before. It was just boom, no noise. So quiet. And it is. Spooky. It's eerie.
I just hope we don't run into Dogman. What are you hearing?
Well, I'm hearing them. There's something else coming in from this way.
So you put tobacco out for the Squatch?
Yes.
Like a peace offering?
Yeah, I seen. Oh, I forgot his name. The guy from River Monsters. He was having trouble catching a pike, so the locals told him, well, you should do a tobacco peace offering, and he did that, and he caught a pike, like within the minutes.
I think I remember seeing that episode.
I've caught a pike before. They are hard to catch.
They're in Missouri?
Yeah, I caught one up in Montauk. I was like, what? I didn't know what that was. I was a kid.
Yeah, they're cool. It's like a prehistoric fish.
I thought, yeah, man, I'm going to try that.
Yeah.
It's the first time I've ever tried it. And for it to be this quiet, it's eerie.
It is. Well, let's take a stroll around the property. We'll walk the logging roads, and we'll go all the way to the back of the property. And whenever we get back here, we'll go down this trail where I had that strange encounter where I said the brown one disappeared. We'll go down there by the deer, and I think we might get something weird. We'll just stand out there, see what happens. Maybe we'll do a ground stomp like last time. That was weird.
That was weird.
Yeah, man.
We were like talking about it, and it was like it acknowledged us. It was like thump, like.
Either something got thrown or something fell out of the fire. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why does this keep doing that?
What's it doing?
I keep recording, it keeps stopping. You see that? Like, watch. Recording. Listening. This kept happening at Sir Martin.
Really? Maybe it's the SD card. Maybe it's corrupted. It's hard to say, man.
There it is.
What does it
AGS
say?
mode.
Maybe turn off AGS mode, whatever that is. If you need to, you can use the camera that you gave me if you want.
We'll fix this baby real quick.
Okay. All right. So Adam and I were talking about some of my experiences back here on the land, and we just heard a loud wood knock. Adam was rolling on the camera, so hopefully he picked it up, but it was a loud snap.
I've got my mic set on stereo, so it should have got it.
That was a loud wood knock, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we've been out here all day. Acorns are dropping this time of year, but that was loud. Like, that was a solid knock. I mean, I can't even replicate what it sounded like, but yeah, that was awesome. And after that wood knock, I could hear something moving around back there. What do you think? It was a Squatch?
With this place's history, it's a pretty good chance.
Yeah.
I mean,
And that happened right past camp. So we left, started walking away, bam.
this is a really weird month. One, it's fall, which is prime Squatch material. And then on top of that, we've got a second moon right now on top of a comet that you can see. Right before the sun goes down, you can see this comet. So there's a lot of weird stuff going on right now.
Yeah, there is.
And
And there's that dead deer down there.
on top of the dead deer, possibly too. We never did find the second
Yeah,
smell down
there's
there.
definitely another source of rotten flesh. There's a lot of vultures down there. Should we go back that way?
We might need to. Unless it's trying to stop us from going any further.
You hear that?
Yeah, I hear it. I hear it.
Okay. I wish. Telling you, man, it's like they know we're talking about them. Sitting here talking about Squatch stories and then snap. I mean, that was a solid wood knock.
They're impish.
Yeah.
Toying with us.
Well, another thing is too, we're walking away from their area. And I've said that before in the past. They'll knock when you go in sometimes and they'll knock when you leave. I say we keep walking, going away, and we'll see if they come any closer. Like I said, when stuff happens, let's just try to ignore it. We'll let them
try
get
a little
closer.
harder to get our attention.
Yeah, I think so. Let's keep moving. Yeah, here's the driveway road. You guys always hear me talking about it. I mean, it's pretty woodsy. Dead end road. I've noticed that with a lot of guests in the past that people that have activity live on a dead end road. Like it's the last house. You know what? I have the Zoom H6 audio recorder running back at camp.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm glad you turned that on.
Yeah, maybe we captured that. But it's pretty close to the fire. Dang, I should have put it further away. So,
As loud as that was, that it had to have gotten it.
yeah, but you know how like the fire cracks and pops?
Yeah.
Maybe we won't be able to tell the difference. It's always something, man. See anything on thermal?
Not yet.
All right, so now we're gonna go to the south end of the property. We're gonna walk this logging road, go back around to the food plot, and then we're gonna make our way back up to camp and we're gonna go into the deep woods and see what happens. Remember how I said Sasquatch like junkyards?
Yeah.
I think they do. Like, what's all this stuff? You smell that flesh? Rotten flesh? You smell it?
I can't.
Really?
That first big one we got, dude, like smacked me in the nose.
Well, if you smell it, let me know. I smell it. It smells like rotten flesh.
I smell something.
Oh, man.
Just get a bad feeling.
I just got a horrible feeling. I seen like a weird light back here one day. It was like a blue white light. It just turned on and then it just shut off right over here. Remember those whoops that we heard at Shelby's? The whoop, whoop, two of them?
Yeah.
I heard the exact same thing here. I think it was last year in the summertime. It did it after I went out there during the day looking around where they made structures at in the past. And then whenever I got back inside, came back out, opened the door, and they whooped 2 times, just like at Shelby's.
Right. Toying with you, dude.
Mm-hmm. I was like, I was just out there and I didn't hear or see anything. They're out there. All right, so we just got to be ready when we're out here. If something happens, make sure you got your thermal device ready. Because I'll be honest, at nighttime, I never walk back here at nighttime. Never. Like the road that we just walked, I do that and I walk back here, but I don't go into the woods. It's too risky. Hear that? There's something big back there. Something's coming. Try to walk quietly.
Sorry.
Huh?
Sorry.
You're fine. There's something big back there. Yeah, try to tiptoe. Like heel to toe. It's coming this way. We'll just stand here. Wait for it. Another thing that I think is weird is there's no dogs barking. Usually there's dogs barking all around, like on different properties. Just dead quiet tonight. I'm not sure what to think about that.
Super quiet.
Yeah.
Makes you want to whisper.
Yeah, it does. It makes me think that there's predators on the land. There's got to be with that deer out there. There's dead stuff on the property.
We're walking in total darkness. The light is bright enough we can.
Persimmons, they say it's the fruit of the gods. They're pretty good, I like them. Maybe we'll have some activity back at camp. We heard that loud wood knock as we were leaving. I think there's something here. You just never know.
Smell it?
You smell
Got a whiff of it.
rotten flesh? Yeah.
I can't help myself.
What do you mean?
This thermal's like the only way to see.
Yeah.
Just keep looking and looking and looking.
I gotta charge my batteries whenever I get back. For some reason, the audio, the receiver keeps dying. It was doing that at your place too. I think the battery in it's going dead. We'll see, man. Maybe they were coming up and we left. Dude, that was horrendous.
Yeah, there were every possibility of ever getting a little bit of sleep in just went away.
That hurt my ears.
I heard a hoot owl.
Did you?
Just a little bit.
I thought I heard something, but I couldn't tell with that wretched sound.
What was that? Was it a dying rabbit or?
Fox in distress.
Boy.
Red fox in distress.
I kind of thought it was like maybe a baby piglet or something.
No, whenever that spotlight incident happened here, there's a fox in distress, and that's like what brought them in, like a real fox. So, for me, it seems like there's some type of connection with the foxes and Sasquatch, but I don't know. That shredded my ears.
This is making me nervous.
Yeah, I still feel nervous. I just feel, I don't know, I feel weird.
You ever tricked a mama deer? Like doing like a fawn bleat?
Mm-hmm.
Man, they come
Yeah,
storming
they'll
in
come
ready
in.
for a fight.
Yeah, they will.
That's what I was waiting on, was something to come like charging in.
They might. We'll keep playing it, and something happens, we'll flip on the cameras
And run for the house.
and run for the house. The owls are coming alive, man.
Was that it now?
Sounded like it. What'd you hear?
I mean, it sounded like an owl, but it was a hoo hoo, you know?
Yeah.
When I do that, yeah, it sounds like an owl, but.
Woo!
Yeah.
Kind of like that. Well, we did the vocalizations, the fox in distress, the red fox in distress, and then we heard the owl. My ears are still ringing from that, though.
I bet.
That was wretched, man.
I'm telling you right now, If it didn't know we was here, it does now.
I heard something down there. Did you hear that? Like something moving.
That way.
Yeah. Sasquatch is like, I would have got away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids. What's the story?
So earlier we were talking about the possibility of like weird stuff moving that you can't see.
Mm-hmm.
This would be a good story for Josh to tell you guys. Remember when we went down to that pine thicket Saturday night? And I said, me and Josh parked right here and went bow hunting.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when I said that?
Yeah.
The one time we went bow hunting there, we left a blind in there. Because we parked the truck. We had one of the roll-out blinds, the big mesh blinds. I rolled it out. We were sitting there hunting, and we were hunting together. One of the two of us was gonna shoot a deer. It was the first season for me to get back into bow hunting. And the sun had started to set. And I'm gonna have to have Josh get in here and tell you this, so that way you can kind of hear this too. So we're sitting there, and we hear these squirrels coming. And we're like, okay, cool, squirrels. And then we hear something else coming, and we're like, yeah, you hear that? Yeah, deer. So we're knocking arrows. We're getting ready, waiting for these deer to come, because this is what it sounded like. It sounded like deer coming. And it was coming, and it was getting closer and closer and closer, and it was getting louder and louder and louder. And it finally got to the point where we couldn't see nothing. I mean, we could see clear as day, but we could not see nothing. But you could hear it. And you can ask Josh, Miguel. Me and Josh took turns walking out of there. He would walk about 7 steps, turn around. I would walk about 7 steps, and so on. We made sure that we had each other's back on the way out. And when we got back out to that asphalt, we walked backwards all the way to that truck with nothing but bows. And the whole time we were doing that, it kept moving closer to us. Just a slow, like it was, I fell over. It was like a slow pace, you know, like someone just, like a zombie walk almost. And it creeped us out bad. That cloth blind is still there today. We still haven't gone back to get it.
That's creepy, man. Cloaking?
I don't know. I don't know. It was like, now this is the same season that we heard the whooping. I'm always like, yeah, man, we went in there and we heard whoops in broad daylight. And I'm not talking like one or two. There was 25, 30 whoops back to back. We even responded to them. And maybe 2 or 3 whoops back and forth, and then it quit. And that was the end of that hunting. And that was, we had just got there like 3 o'clock in the evening on a Saturday and was going to hunt for the evening. And that happened, and that was it. We got back on the truck and left, and then we found a different spot, and then that happened.
Yeah, that's creepy. The hyena vocalization that you recorded, that's pretty interesting. And we talked about it whenever we camped at your place, and we mentioned the Ozark Howler. And Joe looked it up, you know, what does the Ozark Howler do? And it mentioned that it can do the hyena laugh.
Really?
Yeah. He sent that to me. I wasn't sure if he sent it to you.
My cousin Gabe, he bow hunts all over the place. He'll go wherever he wants. And I sent you a picture of a sign that he had found where we went to the pine thicket Saturday. On the other side of the highway, there's a bunch of trails that go out towards Mark 1 Marble Hill.
Yeah.
And in one of those trails, he was out there, he parked in his Jeep and then walked in and some more trails. And there was a sign, a laminated sign, nailed to a tree. It said like, warning, Ozark Howler sighting area. So that was either somebody just messing around or You know, like maybe somebody had seen when I just marked it, but I sent you that sign. That was kind of interesting, and I didn't know what Ozark Howler was until I seen that sign he sent me.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember you sending that to me. I used to think the Ozark Howler was just Bigfoot, but you hear that? Flying squirrels, man. Those things are cool. I'm not sure if that's what that is, but
I used to have one when I was a kid, but
man, they're cool.
you've got a creepy place out here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it goes deep, man. Especially if you go that way. Real deep. I mean, it'll take you all the way to the Merrimack River, and it just gets deeper from there.
I just can't get over how quiet it is.
Yeah.
Like when I hear a bird, I'm like, I heard an animal.
Yeah.
You hear some stories like, it got so quiet. And then this happened. It's usually a really scary story.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you kudos to you, man, when you stay out here, but
Is that?
we've been hearing like little scaring all night.
I'm not sure if there's something up there or what. Might be the heat from the fire.
We'll be sitting here and we'll hear something moving over there, and we'll both be on our thermals. And it'll be over here, and we'll both be on our thermals.
Mm-hmm.
Then you played the dinner bell.
Yeah.
Now I'm on high alert.
Yeah, I'm ready. Maybe we need to do a whoop call. We'll go down there and look around, and then we'll come back and do some whoops and knocks before we go to bed. See what happens. All right, so what we will do, you can film. What we're gonna do is go down this ridge, down this trail, and then we're gonna cut to the left and go to the creek bottom. And we'll stand there for a little while, and maybe do some rock clacks, some wood knocks, some calls, or something. Maybe do a whoop or two. But I mean, mainly just be there, occupy the area, and see if we piss anything off. Let's do it. Am I on the trail? That battery is about to go dead again for my wireless.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I don't know why.
Oh, I don't like this.
Isn't it weird how there's no wildlife? Just nothing. This is the area that I believe the juvenile likes to hang out at. Right in here. It's eerily quiet.
Too quiet.
Mm-hmm. I guess it's coming from town. Sometimes you can't hear town, and sometimes you can hear it real well.
Can you see my hand?
Wow. Yeah. Might need it.
Something like that coming down this whole hill.
Mm-hmm. Take that. All right, so now I'm going to take you to the portal.
The what?
The portal. I know exactly where it's at, but when we go there, you might end up like in Arizona or some shit.
Great. I don't really have the money to fly back.
I don't really have the money, I don't have the time, so I think I'm just going to stay here. You go, tell me what it's like.
You sure ain't like Hawaii?
Yeah. We're going to Hawaii. Yay. You go see Oprah Winfrey. She's going to be like, so were you not scared when you saw a Bigfoot? What's it like? Well, Bigfoot are kind of nice. I mean, they like to play. Joe and I were listening to a channel called My Bigfoot Sighting, and on the way down to the Daniel Boone National Forest, and there's some guy that, I can't remember what the episode was called, like Bigfoot Finds You, but he's like, yeah, I know 2 different clans. I know them all by name. One clan's about 130 miles away. He's like, they know when you're out there. If you got a camera, you might as well not even go out there. He's like, one of the Bigfoots had a miscarriage and she lost a juvenile. It was really sad. And I was like, how do you know all this? He's like, it was really sad.
Phone number?
Yeah. Know them all by name. I mean, I can understand if you've seen them and you just like named them, gave them names, but yeah. This guy claimed to know way too much. Yeah. Looks like a good little break there, man.
You don't look like that, no.
Use the red light for the night vision. Yeah, there you go. Going down that way towards the ridge.
All the leaves are turned up.
Yeah. Hard to tell on camera, but yeah, for sure. Alright, it's about 1 in the morning, probably about 2 in the morning, and I'm in my tent. We haven't heard much activity, but they could still come out, so I've been putting my Cabela's chair in here. It's been working better than a cot, a hammock, and I just really like it. But yeah, we'll let you guys know if anything happens. Most likely nothing will happen, but if it does, this camera is going to be flipped back on and I'll let you guys know. Alright, you guys take care. Not a whole lot happened last night, and it was another camping trip with not too much activity, but we know these creatures are out there, and as long as we keep hitting the woods and researching areas where these creatures have been seen in the past, I believe we will run into them again. In the morning, a big group of does came through camp, and they didn't seem to mind our presence, so I think that possibly these creatures are somewhere else, but we know without a doubt they are around, and we will continue the research and hopefully provide some evidence for the people. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And if you have a Bigfoot or cryptid encounter that you would like to share on Sasquatch Theory, please contact me at sasquatchtheory@outlook.com. If you would like to help support the channel, you can purchase some merchandise on my Spreadshop website. There is also a PayPal donate button in the description. Anyways, I appreciate everyone for watching and supporting the channel, and if you guys can, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and if you have a Bigfoot or cryptid encounter you would like to share with me, please contact me at sasquatchtheory@outlook.com. Thank you everyone, and be safe out there in the forest.